Wake up to reality.
Welcome everyone to the first class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website and also how to create an project workspace for our project. So these are the topics we are going to discuss in today's class. So let's get started. For creating the account in the RoboFlow website, you have to select Sign In option. After that, you have to select Continue with Google. At last, we are going to create project in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to select Create New Project. In that, you can see three types of features available in the RoboFlow website. The first one is the object detection, and the second one is the classification, and the third one is the instance segmentation. After that, you have to type your project name. Our project is about emotion detection. For that, you have to type emotion detection project. After that, you have to type what are you detecting option. For that, we are going to detect the emotions. For that, we are going to type emotion. At last, we are going to select any one of the licenses. For that, we are going to select CC BY 400. After typing all the details, we are going to create a public project. For that, you have to select Create Public Project. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website and how to create project workspace for our project. So in the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to create dataset for our project emotion detection using YOLOv7. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone to the second class. Today's class, we are going to create dataset for our project emotion detection using YOLOv7. For that, we are going to discuss different types of methods for creating the dataset. So let's get started. For creating the dataset, there are different kinds of methods. The first one is the select files. We are going to drag and drop the images for the dataset. And the second one is the select folder. We are going to select the folders which contains the images for our dataset. And the third one is the import YouTube video URL option. You are going to type the URL of the video which contains the dataset images. After that, we are going to discuss about the next method, that is find the universe dataset. You have to click that link. In that, you can see RoboFlow itself contains millions of datasets for your project. It contains millions of images, millions of datasets, and millions of models for your project. And also, you can see different types of datasets available in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to type your dataset name and select Enter. In that, you can see different types of datasets created by the other creators. For that, I am going to use the first dataset. After that, you have to select the format, that is YOLOv7. You have to select download zip to the computer. At last, you have to select continue. And the second method we are going to discuss is about how to download the dataset from the Google Images. For that, you have to type the dataset name in the Google Chrome. For downloading all these images, I am going to show you an extension which is very helpful to download these images. For that, you have to type this extension called Image Assistance Batch Image Downloader. You have to install this extension and add this extension to the Google Chrome. After that, you have to open the Google Chrome and select right click. You can see the Image Assistance. You have to select Extract Current Page option. In that, you can see the Image Assistant extension extracts all the images shown in the Google Chrome. You have to select all and download selected. At last, continue option. You can view all the images downloaded for your dataset. After that, we are going to discuss about the next super method for creating the dataset. That is Kaggle dataset website. For that, you have to type the dataset name, that is emotion detection with Kaggle. So you have to open the Kaggle dataset website. Kaggle is a very useful for creating the dataset and downloading the dataset. We can also view the emotion detection datasets like angry, disgusted, fearful, happy, neutral, sad and suppressed. We can also view number of files for each images. We can also view the images for the angry faces. To download this dataset, for that you have to select download. Before downloading, you have to register the Kaggle dataset. After that, you can download the dataset from the Kaggle website. After using all the methods to create your dataset, we are going to import that dataset images for your project. For that, you have to copy all the images from the Kaggle dataset. At last, you can see the images created for your dataset is around 144. After that, you have to select Assign Images. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to create dataset for our project emotion detection using YOLOv7. For that, we have created different types of methods for our project. That first one is the Kaggle and the Google website, and also we have discussed about the RoboFlow dataset. So in the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to annotate and label these dataset for our project. So let's see in the upcoming class. How to annotate the images created from the previous class. We are going to annotate these images one by one with different kinds of tools available in the RoboFlow website. So let's get started. After importing these images in the RoboFlow website, you have to annotate these images for your dataset. For that, you have to select Start Annotating option. In that, you can see the dashboard of the annotation. In the left side, you can see different types of methods available. The first one is the annotation, and the second one is the attributes, and the third one is the comments, and the fourth one is the history, and the fifth one is the raw data. In the annotation, there are two options available. The first one is the classes and the second one is the layers. The classes, we are going to discuss about the angry, sad, happy, fearful and any other emotions. That is the classes. On the right side, you can see different types of tools for creating the annotation in the RoboFlow website. We are going to discuss one by one. And the first one is the drag tool. It drags the images for your favorite position. You can drag these images for your favorite position. And the second one is the bounding box. So it creates the bounding box portion to detect the classes for your dataset. The first class is about the angry face. So it creates the bounding box to detect the portion which is the angry face. You can also see the angry class is created in the annotation. After that, we are going to discuss about the second tool, that is polygon tool. So it creates the polygon line for your project. You have to create polygon line to create your face, that is the happy face. So you have to type the class name, that is happy. So happy is the one of the emotions. So you have to type the class name. You can also view the classes. So it shows the happy face. After that, we are going to discuss about the another tool, that is Smart Polygon. It is an AI feature of the RoboFlow website. In that, there are two options available. We are going to use the standard option only. So you have to select the portions which are required for your dataset. You have to select the unwanted portions also. For that, you have to select the red region that shows it is unwanted portion. The green dot only shows the portion which are created for your class. So after that, we are going to discuss about another tool, that is Label Assist. You can also view the another tool called the Repeat Previous. Repeat Previous is very useful for reducing the amount of time creating your annotation. It creates the previous annotation you have created in the previous images. So also you can view the comments, redo, undo, and the last one is the mark null. So mark null is very useful for removing all the annotations you are created in that image. For most of that annotation, we are going to use the bounding box, which is very useful and very simple to create the annotation. So you have to create the bounding box and type the class's name and select enter. For that, you have to create annotation for the each images for your dataset. After the completion of annotation, you can see the annotated images in the RoboFlow website. For that, you can see different types of tools for annotation. After that, you have to select add 126 images to the dataset. In that, you can see the percentage of train, percentage of valid, and the percentage of test. We can also increase or decrease the percentage. After that, you can see the images for train, valid, and test. At last, you have to select add images. So these images will be converted to your dataset. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to create annotations for your project, and also we have discussed about what are the different tools available in the RoboFlow website for creating the annotations. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to train this dataset with the YOLOv7 model. So let's see you in the next class. So in the previous class, we have discussed about how to create dataset and how to annotate these images for your dataset. So let's get started. For training your model, you have to create version for your project. For that, you have to select new version from the generate option. Also, you can see the source images and classes you have created for your project, and also you can see the images for the training, validation, and the testing. After that, you have to select continue for the pre-processing. Also, you have to select continue for the augmentation also. At last, we are going to create the new version for our project. For that, you have to select create new version. After creating the new version, there are two options available to create your model. The first one is the train with the RoboFlow, and the second one is the custom train and upload. We are going to use the train with the RoboFlow option. For train with RoboFlow, you can see the available credit points for training the model. For that, the first we have created the account consists of the 3 available credit points. Before training the model, you have to download the dataset for your project for the custom train and upload. So I'm going to upload and course for Google Colab for the custom train and upload. For that only, we are going to download the dataset. We can also see other files available: YOLOv8, YOLOv4, TensorFlow object detection, Retina net keras. After that, you have to select download zip to computer. Also, you have to uncheck this option and select continue. You can see the dataset is downloaded. You can unzip the file. You can view the all files available in that dataset. In the first test, you can see the 2 files available, images and labels. In the images, you can see the images created in the dataset. Also, you can see the labels contains the coordinates of that object. At last, we are going to train with the RoboFlow. For that, you have to select train with RoboFlow. In that, we have 2 different options. The first one is the fast and the second one is the accurate. Accurate is upgradable plan. For that only, we are going to select the fast option. After selecting the training, you have to wait for the training process to be completed in the RoboFlow website. If the training is completed, you will receive an email notification from the RoboFlow website. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to train the dataset with the YOLOv7 for our project emotion detection. So in the upcoming class, we are going to validate the trained model in the RoboFlow website. So let's see you in the next class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to validate the dataset trained with the YOLOv7 model in the RoboFlow website. In the previous class, we have discussed about how to train the dataset with the YOLOv7 model. So let's get started. After the model is trained with the YOLOv7, you can see the mean average precision and recall percentage. For our mean average precision, it shows around 68.7% and the precision is about 52.7% and the loss recall is about 61.2%. You can also view the graphs for your project. The mean average precision graph is around 300 epochs. Also, you can view the box loss graph, class loss graph and the object loss graph. After that, we are going to validate the model in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to drag and drop the images in the RoboFlow website. So you can drag and drop any number of images in the RoboFlow website. You can see the model is predicted with 85% of happy. So you can also increase the confidence or decrease the confidence score to detect your model. Also, you can drag and drop other images to validate. So it shows around 92% of angry. So it is on one of the successful project. I am going to drag and drop the other images without training. So it shows around 52% of angry. It also one of the successful project because we didn't train these dataset images. So also you can drag and drop the videos. Also you can validate the videos in the RoboFlow website. Also you can use the webcam to detect your emotions in the real time. For that you have to select the webcam. So in that you can see the real-time face detection of angry. It shows around 95% or 85% of your face. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to validate the trained model in the RoboFlow website. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to run the project in the PyCharm IDE. So let's see you in the next class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to run the project in the PyCharm IDE, and also we are going to discuss about what are the other methods for running the project. So let's get started. For running the project, you have to select code snippets. In that you can see different types of options available. The first one is the hosted API, and the second one is the on-device, and the third one is the native SDK, and the fourth one is the cloud, and the last one is the utilities. In the utilities, there are different types of features for your project. The first one is the annotate prediction, and the second one is the blur prediction, and the third one is the count prediction, and the fourth one is the count in zone, and the fifth one is the count across line, and the last one is the use SAHI. You can also view the codes for your project. So you can also import the images and also import the MP4 files to validate your project. For the first one, we are going to use the hosted API. We are going to use the API of the RoboFlow website to run the project in the PyCharm IDE. In the hosted API, you can see different types of options available. The first one is the Python, and the second one is the curl, and the third one is the JavaScript, and the fourth one is the Swift, and the last one is the .NET. We are going to use the Python project only. For that, you have to copy the Python code and open your project folder and right click and open with the PyCharm IDE. After opening the PyCharm IDE, you have to create the new Python file. You have to type your Python file project name. After that, you have to copy paste the code from the RoboFlow website. Before running the project, you have to select the Python interpreter. For that, you have to select the settings. In the settings, you have to select the Python interpreter. For that, I am going to select Python 3.9 because it shows no errors for our project. After that, you have to select apply and do OK. At last, we are going to discuss about the Python code explanation. For the first one, we are going to import the RoboFlow package. For that, you have to install the RoboFlow package in the PyCharm IDE. In the second line, we are going to use the API key for our project. In the third line, we are going to use the project workspace. And the fourth line shows the model for our project, that is YOLOv7 model. in the 7th and 10th line, we are going to use that model to predict the images for our project. And also we are going to use the prediction.jpg save file with the confidence score of 40 and the overlap of 30. You can also modify these options. After that, we are going to rename the JPG file for our convenience. So I am going to rename as a.jpg. So you have to type the JPG name file in the PyCharm IDE. So you have to type the 7th and 10th line with the JPG name, and also you have to change the save file name. After that, we are going to run the project. For that, you have to right click and run the project. In that, you can see the RoboFlow workspace and the project is imported for your project. At last, you can see the predictions shows the class of angry. In that, you can understand that, and the prediction images shows the angry face is detected. Also, you can view the predicted images, that is b.jpg. In that, it shows the angry face is detected. After that, we are going to use the one of the utilities code for our project, that is count predictions. You have to copy the Python code and paste the code in the PyCharm IDE. For that, you have to create a new Python file and paste the code. So in the count prediction, it very useful for counting the number of classes predicted in that images by your trained model. For that, you have to type the JPG name and also import the packages required for your project. For the count of the classes, it uses the len function. So it uses the print of len of deductions. It uses the len functions to count the number of deductions in that JPG file. You can view the number of classes detected, that is 1. That is only one class is predicted, that is angry or sad or happy, any of the classes. For that, you can view the angry faces detected in the count of prediction. So that's it. In this course is all about how to create our project emotion detection using YOLOv7 in the RoboFlow website. In the first class, we have discussed about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website, and also we have created the project workspace in the RoboFlow website. In the second class, we have discussed about how to create dataset for our project. In the fourth class, we have discussed about how to annotate the images for your dataset. In the fifth class, we have discussed about how to train the dataset with the YOLOv7 model. In the next class, we have discussed about how to validate these dataset with the trained YOLOv7 model. And the last class, we have discussed about how to run the project in the PyCharm IDE. And also I have included the courses for how to generate the PyTorch file for your project in the Google Colab. And also you can view the courses which are useful for generating the PyTorch file in the Google Colab. Hope you learned something from this course for our project emotion detection using YOLOv7 in the RoboFlow website. And also you have to familiarize yourself with the RoboFlow website to create n number of projects in the RoboFlow website, both the machine learning and also deep learning projects. And also I have created assignment projects. Hope I can see you in the upcoming courses taught by me.